Power outage. No! Power outage. We were so significant in our last video that we caused the power to go out. What do you guys want to talk about? That last video was super productive. Hot Girl Entrepreneurship Club, power's out. What are you going to do when there's a lack of power? Are you going to, what are you going to do? Everything is perfect as it is. Is that true? While simultaneously holding the thought of nothing is where I need it to be. Oh. Silence, affirmation, visualization, exercise, reading, scribing. Together. Silence. Seriously, close your eyes. Silence. Together. Affirmations. Let's go from reading 0 pages in 2024 into the affirmation of, for the next Sunrise video series, we're going to read together in silence. Oh my God, that's awesome. Affirmations. In fact, to prepare for that, we're going to win by reading 5 pages before that, so that way we exercise. Kind of like in a 5K. We practice running 3K before we do that long run of 5K. That's being a sofa fatty to a 5K. Visualization. Can you visualize? We're doing silence, affirmation, visualization, exercise, reading, scribing. Can you visualize making that improvement? Silence, affirmation, visualization, exercise, reading, scribing. We're in the visualization component. Can you visualize one? Close your eyes, seriously. Close your eyes. Can you visualize, what are you visualizing? Imagine the Chinese cowboy walking you through a goal, where I'm watching you reach your goal. What is that goal? Is it quiet time for reading 5 pages? Is it doing 1 video? Is it doing 13 pages based on your journal? Visualization, silence, affirmation, visualization, exercise, reading, scribing. In a moment, we're going to open our eyes. But together in this moment, what posture can we slightly improve? I know you're cheating by opening your eyes, but realize that it's okay that you're cheating, because you're improving by not listening where we're now going to work on our posture. And you're going to imagine my hand adjusting your posture, because in the last video we talked about luteal, where if that's the sharing that we prior did together, we can work slightly better on posture. Oh, breathing. Are we reverting back to silence? No, but we are going to hear our breath. This is how. We're going to breathe in through our nose, but constrict it to the back of our throat as I slap the microphone. In through the nose, back of the throat. That's what she said. Out through the nose, through the back. Out the back. That's what he said. In through the nose, out through the nose. 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 There's a sound that gets made where we control our bodily sounds by being aware. And the Tata Toucher might be dropping spam in the chat, but we get to progress forward in a morning miracle of collecting affirmations, collecting visualizations, collecting that which serves us, collecting and almost savoring and treasuring the slight improvement to our posture as we consume this video, while we contemplate hitting the remix button, where creators thrive on subscribers and likes. Should we really be thriving on that? Because that's you staying hooked into this. Whereas, why not come, visit, hi, nice to meet you, I'm Larry Chiang, grow, oh, I got better because of your videos, and then go, oh yeah, I used to do Larry Chiang videos, they helped me a lot. I haven't watched one recently, but I developed something called remixing, because what makes life easy is editing somebody else's turd and then getting super rich. That's the remix button. Remix, remix, remix. I should be the remix person, but instead of rebranding me as a brand that would help me, let's remix 2 videos into your new thing, because look at my videos. They're a heaping pile of turd that's completely disassembled with no editing. Heck, I didn't even slap a thumbnail on it, and I could have, because I code. This is raw, and I'm encouraging you. I almost said begging, because I'm not begging. I'm encouraging you to remix. I'm encouraging you to find the Hot Girl Entrepreneurship Club over on Instagram and morph that into something that is useful to you. The joke of Hot Girl Entrepreneurship Club, it is this. tech executives go country to country on a tech tour to do business in some South Asian heck hole that makes $9,000 for 5 generations of their people. Come executives to my armpit country where people defecate on the ground, known as San Francisco. Please do business with our city. Tech Tour Remixed, which is Hot Girl Entrepreneurship Club, is we as females get paid to go to a trip to Austin for a music festival, Austin City Limits, or South by Southwest Music Festival. Where we collect networking contacts at and during the tech tour. You can paste copy that for any group going to another group. All it is just a tour group. Making fun of executives is hilarious. I don't get why people go to business school just to go on these trips, because everybody loves going on these trips because it's a party, it's an entourage, it's kind of helpful actually business wise, because you're saying this group from XYZ MBA school is now here in my city, and then they say, oh, Barcelona, I love that city. Or, oh, you're from San Francisco? Oh, I love that city. Now they think they're visiting your city while you're in their city with 50 of your friends. And is organizing one of these incredibly profitable? Yeah, which is why my yoga teacher does a annual trip to Italy. It's so easy that it almost feels like it's illegal. And that's what remixing is we're remixing a tech tour. It's been super fun hanging out with you guys with these playful interactions. If you haven't met me before, I'm Larry Chiang, and I gained notoriety remixing 2 books, Jerry Detweiler's The Ultimate Credit Handbook and Mark McCormack, What They Don't Teach You at Harvard Business School. Did Mr. McCormack go to Harvard Business School? Yale Law. Did I go to Yale Law? Guest lectured at Harvard Law. I did then write the sequel to his book, What They Don't Teach You at Stanford Business School, chapters 1 through 14. And we can pretend like we're of a good memory, where we can memorize things easily, by memorizing 1 through 14 of Mark McCormack's book. How does that benefit? It lays out the structure for all books that you haven't read, because the session that was earlier, which is luteal and proliferative phase within cycles of menstruation. And so that came from Women's Bodies, Women's Wisdom, and cross training is what helps our muscles and increase and help us become aware of our posture, whereas cross gender is somewhat controversial in that you can exercise within somebody else's brain. What is not controversial is remixing ideas that work. Who cares what gender and what their sexual proclivities are? Whereas Julia Cameron, The Artist's Way, that works. Morning Pages, Julia Cameron. Shakti Gawain, Creative Visualization, that works. Hal Elrod, Morning Miracle, Silence, Affirmation, Visualization, Exercise, Reading, Scribing, Savers, that works. What else works? Snowball, pushing it down the hill, and then together we can remix an entire new chapter. But initially, you're going to have to remix a video on YouTube, hitting the remix button, hitting collab, hitting after remix, going to green screen, and then not even having to say anything, picking a 13-second to 15-second clip. And that is our start in controlling the algorithm and programming our own reality by jokingly doing a tech tour, a technology tour of Hot Girl Entrepreneurship Club, or whatever joke concept you want to do that you make real. And that information is here on a remix button, but it's also at Austin Secret Society of Entrepreneurs, which was started at 644 Emerson, which is in downtown Palo Alto. Austin Secret Society Entrepreneur. Austin Secret Society Entrepreneur. Somebody gave me a cowboy hat. I didn't wear that cowboy hat, and somebody was like, "Where's your cowboy hat?" Now I wear my cowboy hat. Palo Alto Secret Society of Entrepreneurs is PASSE, P-A-S-S-E. Whereas Austin Secret Society of Entrepreneurs is a concept that you can paste copy, which is taking a group of 7 people from your city to Miami for Art Basel in December. Because what you're doing is you're promoting something that you did not create. Are you remixing Art Basel? Yes. And this is also the benefit of having booked housing in New Orleans back in Las Vegas, February 2024. Because New Orleans, you're going to be hearing more about this because 2 NFL teams are going to do their own tour in New Orleans, which is for February 9, 2025, and next year, 2026, February 7, in Santa Clara, California. What you're doing is you're reading ahead in the book. What you're doing is you're squatting more valuable real estate that you don't even have to buy to arbitrage. You don't have to sell it first. Well, you don't have to buy it first and then sell it. You sell it first and then you buy it. And this helps us remix life as we proceed forward, which is why remixing this video is step 1, so that way I can see, hey, a video or content that I made help people get slightly better. And because you remixed time that you spent, where you're able to expand on a prior, which we can bullet point going from 0 to 2. The remix button, bullet number 2, is remix, collab, green screen. Remix a memorization. 1 through 14. Chapter 13 is incredibly crazy, which is we might be friends if you remix one thing, and then you will definitely be friends if you make 2 commas. The 3 comma club is 1 billion, 2 commas is less than 1 billion. Paper notes. Remixing, hey, I heard this video, I put pen to paper, this is how we connected. That's expansion on a prior. And it's in a video called This One Trick Gets You 100K per 30 years, 100K per 5 generations. If you're watching this video from South Asia, that's the scoreboard. Or 100K per month, which is not even going to be close to getting you to a billionaire, where I can talk about the billionaires that I know and the likelihood of future Hot Girl Entrepreneurship Club blonde billionaires, which include Whitney Wolf, Sarah Blakely, Lisa Falzone, Caroline Rodriguez, Casey Cross, blonde billionaires who stood next to me or laid next to me or interacted near me. Why? Because there's an abundance. Because do blondes have more fun because they're hot? Or do blondes have more fun because there's an abundance mindset? And why am I batting 1,000 when it comes to blonde billionaires? Like, if you're a blonde billionaire in the United States of America and you made your own money, I'm batting 1,000. That's the expansion on a prior. That's the friendship potential. That's the money component of not having scarcity mindset, which is hilarious, which is this. Oh, I read complaints. You seem like a scam artist. What? I have over 3,000 videos with 1 to 17 views per video. And I could sell those videos if I were to care to edit them to repackage. Because as far as stores of entrepreneurship knowledge go, unfortunately, I'm number 1 in entrepreneurship education. Oh, you're so grandiose. How do you defend that? Or some kind of attack. This is my countermeasure to that attack, which is, unfortunately, it's true. But the reason it's true is because I focus on $0, whereas all of entrepreneurship education is at $4 million to $2 billion. Why? Because it's easy to talk about entrepreneurship when it's above 4 million. Oh, I did this partnership, it was sexy, I did it on a private jet. None of that helps, okay? You don't borrow money for a private jet to fake it till you make it, because all the fake it till you make it people are literally a flash in the pan where they drop off. What other content provider, content maker puts the water dispenser right by their camera? Nobody. Did it sound like pee? Kind of. Is this video off track? No, because we're talking about 0. And when you, dare I say, lean into the number 0, Sheryl Sandberg, pun unintended, people get uncomfortable because it's not sexy, because you go from thinking that you're thinking to almost about to do, which is why the people that love this shit really, 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 really like me. They like me a little too much, which is why I like to keep this shiitake kind of small. Why do they like it so much? Because once you feel the power of going from 0 to 2, you feel like you're unstoppable, which is also kind of a problem, which is a topic for a different video. But to summarize that, what happens is you feel so much power that you get distracted from doing the one thing that you did that worked. The one thing I did that worked was doing a sorority girl talk. Talking in front of a sorority house, and then having that sorority house sign up for credit cards by doing Larry Chang's credit talk. Aw, Theta love. Oh, so cute. It's so cute. I just love cute shit. I can't help it. It's not that I like cute shit. Cute shit, it gets given, and I gotta pretend to like it, because there's nothing worse than, hey, Larry, we made you a pillow. Oh, you did? Oh my God, it's fucking adorable. Like, if you don't say that, you're fucked, actually. If you're like, ew, what am I, gay? You can't say that. Like, oh, he didn't like it. He asked if we thought he was gay. It was, he loved it. He was like, oh my God, like, I just came. Or something slightly inappropriate that was funny, where you're like, oh, I didn't mean that, but like, I really like it. That's what I mean. Oh, stop it. So if you're getting stuff that's cute that people think you like, and then guess what? After a while, you're like, you know what? It is actually kind of cute. It is actually kind of cute. Thank you, I guess. Thank you. Which is where we see the initial inception, because the first sorority house is not easy, because I had to do work prior to getting discovered by sorority houses in Larry Chang's Credit Talk, a talk on the 15 mistakes that women make when it comes to ruining their credit score. Let's go over 15 mistakes. Not you and I, but that's the precursor. And then hey, you should come eat dinner with us at our sorority house and you can meet people. And then you meet the people and then they're like, hey, you need to meet the rest of the house. Oh, so I guess I should prepare a credit talk. And that's where getting off of zero is not talked about, because it was so hard to speak to that first Delta Zeta house that I'd rather just talk about the sexy stuff of, oh, wasn't it crazy that like I got invited to Delta Sigma Pi's national convention, and then after national convention, every chapter house was like, Larry, send a speaker to our house, what do we need to do to have you speak at our house? Can we give you like an award? Spittles, because it's not even inviting the fox into the hen house. It's inviting the heterosexual guy into a sorority house. Like, that's the meme. We can improve money-wise if we realize that zero has a huge pull that is gravitational, that is incredibly difficult. And yeah, the power might be out. Yeah, we might have a lack of power, but are we going to focus on small improvements anyway? Will we progress forward? And will we, to conclude this video, will we run ahead of future truths? Remember, the past truth that is now becoming real is two fan bases are going to converge on New Orleans, February 5 through February 10. Booking a private airplane slot out of New Orleans Airport, that's advanced. But booking 1 or 2 or 4 hotel rooms for Santa Clara for next year's Super Bowl, that is not advanced. It does not risk money. It entails remixing this video to state the intention of, I plan on winning next year's sports bet, which is the Super Bowl location, because people are going to forget. And then that's sports betting reimagined, where we don't risk money to make money. How cool is that? Serendipitous, our time here. It's been great.